feels like a lifetime ago. I spent years navigating a draft life, shelters in Atlanta, church pews in Florida, and evictions in Texas. By 2012, I was back in Atlanta, trying to pull it all together for my wife, Agnes, and our two babies. But I made a mistake. I wanted friends. I wanted a crew. I rented a hotel room for a guy I thought was my brother, putting my name and my ID on the line. When a robbery went down in that room, the law started looking at me. I didn't have anything to do with the crime, but the investigation did something worse. It woke up a ghost. Driving home, Agnes, the baby, and me. When the lights came on, they pulled us over like we were America's most wanted. I'll never forget the look on Agnes's face as she watched the man she loved get swallowed by a 15-year-old woman from Winnebago County, Wisconsin. The father was gone, the prison was back, and extradition had begun. Tonight, we're talking about the moment the past kicks in the door, and how you survive the fire when you're caught in the middle. I'm Taray Riley, and this is Refined by the Fire. Good evening, good people, and welcome to Refined by Fire. I'm your host, Taray Riley. This is our very first episode, and I'm excited because this is where we share the fire that's intended for us. Everyone has fire that has started to shape the good man or good woman in you to be a better one. Today, I'm sharing that fire that shaped me. We have to go back to 2013, the moment my past and my future collided. I had to look my wife in the eye and finally tell her the truth. Let's get it started. In the car in Atlanta, and the energy was full of joy. We were building, we were growing. Then my phone rang, and I answered it over the car radio. It was our neighbor. She told us the police were at our house, banging on the door. I felt the air leave that car. I looked at Agnes, and her face said it all. What the heck have you gotten me into? Everything in me wanted to run. Remember, I had been a fugitive since '98. Running was all I knew. But not this time. This was my time to stand up. I took a deep breath and I asked her, do you remember when I got arrested at the hotel I rented the room for that guy? She said, yes. I told her then that they wanted me to be an informant. And we'll dive into that later. But that investigation is what woke up that 15-year-old ghost from Winnebago, Wisconsin, which was the warrant. She looked at me with a disappointment that cut deeper than any blade. She said, what warrant? I had been with this woman for 5 years. We had struggled together, slept on church pews together, and brought babies into this world. And in all that time, I never mentioned Winnebago once. I was terrified of losing the life we built, but the fire was here to collect. They snatched me from the car because I didn't follow through on being that informant. They played dirty. No phone calls, no warnings. They suddenly extradited me back to Wisconsin. 30 days, answering for a case that had already reached the statute of limitations. 30 days of the system, holding onto a man I didn't even recognize. Tonight, we're breaking down what happens when the truth comes out and how you survive your 30 days that changes everything. This is my genuine story. This is Refined by Fire. I was in that cell, cut off. The police had taken our phones, and I couldn't even explain the truth to Agnes. I had to swallow my pride and call her parents, the same people who had kicked us out when our daughter was only weeks old. I could hear her stepdad in the background, shouting, "Be a man." He meant it as an insult, and "I told you so" about American men. But I heard it differently. I took it as a wake-up call. It was time to stop being a fugitive and start being the man my family needed. The discouragement didn't stop there. When I finally reached my own mother, her first words were, "Agnes don't want you." That was the story she had for me my whole life, discouragement. But even that was a fire I had to walk through. When I finally got Agnes's number and heard her voice say, "I love you," that was the only oxygen I had in that cell. Then came the 30th day, the day I was supposed to go to court. They didn't call my name. I thought the darkness had finally won. I was looking at 1 to 7 years. But then, a guard, a man who had been there for 20 years, came to me. He told me he'd never seen anything like this. The judge did a video call, heard the case, and told me I was a free man. The statute of limitations had cleared the path. But I had nothing. No home, no money, and Agnes was 800 miles away in Florida, pregnant, and living with a man who didn't want me around. That same guard asked me, "How are you getting back?" I told him I didn't know. God, people, listen to this. That guard waited for me after he got off work. He bought me a ticket and called an Uber to take me to the airport. That was favor. That's what favor looks like in the middle of the fire.